All right.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Dennis K.
I'm Hee Jae.
Have a chair. Yeah. With this over lunch, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I was born in Korea and I grew up in Guatemala. So I moved there when I was 4 because my dad's job got transferred there. He works at a clothing factory. So I grew up going to a Guatemalan school, and then I moved to an international school from 5th grade to 12th grade.
Which school?
Go to Himalaya. It's an international school in Guatemala.
All right. So you've had a little cross-cultural experience.
Yeah.
Have you had any other experiences
Mm.
other than Guatemala?
Like in high school, we used to do a sports tournament. So we would travel around Central America because all the international schools would like gather, and they would divide like big schools and small schools. And my school was part of a small group, small school. So we would just travel around Central America, competing with other teams from other international schools.
Right. What languages do you speak?
Korean, Spanish, and English.
You got it easy with it.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Tell me a little bit about. Tell me something that kind of demonstrates or illustrates your sensitivity to other cultures.
I really like culture, so traveling is like one of my biggest motives, and I've traveled to many places with family and missions trip, so I just like seeing culture and how people like interact differently in other places.
Give me an example of a time when you had expectations of what something would be like, but when you arrived or got there, it was completely different and you had to adapt to that situation. How do you go about that?
I guess this past summer, I went to Hong Kong to teach conversational English, and I guess my expectations were really high. And one of my teammates, she already had experience before, and she was like, "Oh, the students are gonna like come to you and like hang out with you," but it didn't happen like that. So it was like, "Oh, I thought they were gonna come to us first." So I had to like take the step and be like, "Oh, do you guys want to grab lunch together, or what are you guys doing this weekend?" So that's how we like started building relationships.
When you go to another culture, well, Hong Kong is English-based, so it's a little different. But when you go to a language group that you don't speak, how do you go about communicating?
I guess Hong Kong was kind of like that because they speak not Mandarin, but they don't speak Mandarin, but they speak something else. I don't remember.
Just call it Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese. And it was kind of hard because they're not really good at English, so I had to like speak really slow to them and just like not getting like frustrated right away, but let them like process what they have to say and just like listen to them.
What do you think your greatest work skills are that you bring to the job?
For me, it would be building relationships with people. I just like learning more about like different people and cultures. So I think that's what I will bring, and just like sharing my experience and trying to like connect with their experience.
How about an example of maybe your organizational skills? Can you tell me sometime when you've had to organize something, carry it out?
When I was doing sports, we usually prepare for this thing called pep rally, and that's like right before they send us out to wherever we go through Central America. And my junior and senior year, I was the captain for soccer, and we had to like organize and plan what we were going to prepare for the pep rally and what to show the people. So it was like a leadership role that I had to like step up and be like, okay, this is what we have to do, and trying to like get everybody organized and tell like the student leaders this is what we're gonna do, and just communicating with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you have any questions for me about Marlene or about the company?
When you guys work with the refugees, do the people who come in, do they usually stay at a church, or do they provide homestay, or how does that work?
Generally homestay, yeah. And so part of your job is to arrange a whole volunteer army to help those folks when they first come in, with a place to stay and then eventually a place to live, and then all the services that they need to get themselves tied into before they feel like they can function on their own. So yeah, that's it. It will take some organization to do that. Have you ever volunteered with the refugees before?
No, this is my first time.
All right. That's it?
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.